Hey everyone, John Hartley, and I'm here just to do a little update on my video from yesterday. Before I get into that, I don't think I've ever shown anybody my pocket piece. This is an 1880 or 90, 2 or 3, New Orleans. That's the best I can tell you. If I looked a little bit harder, I might could tell if that 2 was a 3 or a 2 or not. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. This was my father's pocket piece, and when he died, I put it in my pocket. So it'll keep going on. I'm kind of interested in what other people carry. It's probably mostly for the coin collecting side of this community, but if you carry a pocket piece and you want to share it with us, do this on your next video. It'd be kind of interesting. Yesterday I opened a package that had this in it. It was supposed to be an 1816 bullhead shilling with King George III on it, and when I saw it on eBay, maybe I'd been looking at a lot of shillings, George III's shillings. It's exactly what I wanted, and when I saw it, it was smaller than what should have been in this flip. It kind of looked like this was a $50 flip and the coin was closer to the size of a quarter. And I guess because I've been looking at so many different shillings, I didn't notice the difference. But this is a quarter flip, and the coin that was in there was the size of a Lincoln cent. So I bought this for $39.99. I don't remember if there was shipping or not, but when it came in, this is what I got. It's I've checked it out thoroughly. I've weighed it, measured it. It's almost spot on. It is silver, and it looks correct. So it's basically just half the size of a shilling, and it's a 6 pence. And as I was doing the video, I was looking at it, and I'd taken notes, as I sometimes do for things I'm going to talk about on a coin. And I was reading the notes and talking and thinking at the same time, thinking that this isn't right. It looks too small. And though I'd already looked up this crest on the back, the word on the bottom right is pence, but instead of spelled with a C, it's spelled with an S. And that was throwing me off a little bit. I was thinking, well, it says pence, maybe this is 6 pence. But that's not what that is. It's moit soy e mon something pence. And it's the motto of the Order of the Garter, which is what that is around the coat of arms, is the Order of the Garter, and it says in Latin, "Shame on him who thinks ill of it," meaning, I guess, the Order of the Garter. So after I did the video, I did a lot of research real quick, and sure enough, it is a 6 pence. So I decided to send the seller a message, and I told him right off that I'm okay with the coin. I think I got a good price on it, but it wasn't what you advertised. It was a 6 pence, not a shilling. And that from the writing on the packaging, I think I was dealing with a teenager, maybe an adult with just really bad handwriting like mine. But I said, in numismatics, it's always a good idea to make sure to double check when you're dealing with somebody else's money. And I said it in a way that was as nice as possible. I'm a lot nicer than I was in my youth now that I'm a little older and don't have to worry about as many things now that I'm retired. But the seller sent me a message back that said, you got what was in the picture, send it back if you don't like it. And I left it right there. It's a shame that he had a bad attitude about it. And now I've got to think about, leaving feedback on eBay. If I leave negative feedback, it's going to hurt his score. And I'm not completely negative about the sale. I like the coin I got. I think I got it. Maybe, from when I looked it up, if it's about uncirculated, it's a $50 coin on NGC. I think somebody else commented and sent me a link to NGC as well. It's about a $50 coin, and I bought it for just under 50, so that's not a bad deal. But I thought I was buying a shilling, and if I had bought a shilling that was in this good a shape, it would have been a really nice deal. And that's what I was looking for, a really nice deal. Not to be greedy, but that's what he said it was. But anyhow, I'm okay with the deal. Just a little disappointed on how the seller was, and I'll mark it not to buy from him anymore. But other than that, I'm gonna go on with life. Jack Nicklaus's grandson just hit a hole-in-one in the par 3 competition the day before the Masters. He was caddying for his granddad. His name is Gary, or GT Nicklaus. And on the 9th hole, the last hole of the par 3 contest, the family and friends of the golfers get to walk along, and it's just a fun event. And so his grandson was allowed to hit a ball on the 9th, and he got a hole-in-one. It's just absolutely unreal cool. It's like the golfing gods at Augusta were shining down on them to make a lasting memory for Jack Nicklaus. But if you know golf, and I live a little more than an hour away from Augusta National, if you know golf, it was a really cool moment. So, all right, that's all I had to say tonight. I think it's time for a beer. Getting close to it. Till next time, I'm 1042.